Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel tonight. My name is Karen Mayfield Felton, and on this particular night or evening, it is Sunday. It's a beautiful day today, very overcast where I live, and I had a wonderful day of service and worship at my home church with my family. We had a great time singing and praising. I was in the choir, and it was just good to see everybody after Christmas and catching up with folks that I hadn't seen. So I don't necessarily have a topic for tonight, but I do have an interesting story. So this is the second time I'm recording. The first time you saw a paper towel that is facing in the opposite direction because I did not change the direction. So you hear me, but you can't see me. And who wants to look at a roll of not toilet paper, roll of a paper towel and then hear my voice? So I thought that was interesting. I've done that before. I think this has only happened twice, but I'm just like, I thought that I had fixed that. But anywho, I am happy that you have joined me tonight. The things that I talked about in my first recording were a random conversation regarding me listening to my videos and understanding that I need to read more. And I said that because I am using the same catchphrases. Now, I'm on my social media channels just as much as maybe not the average teenager, but, as the average adult, I spend about 2 to 3 hours a day on social media. And I've seen that ad on Instagram that says, if you use these phrases, you need to improve your speaking. And so I listen to my videos to critique them, to improve. And I say a lot of the same phrases. And I've told you, amazing, one of the things, and so 100% agree. And I can't tell you where I get these phrases from. However, I'm not reading enough is the conclusion that I came to, and it is a fact. So tonight I am going to talk about the lesson that I'm learning about vocabulary and the importance of reading. It's not just fundamental. It is necessary to expand your knowledge base. Books, fictional and non-fictional, present imagery, information, a juxtaposition, an opinion. It feeds something within you that makes you step outside of yourself. And the author, if that author is great, will use terms, and their characters will use terms and words that hopefully you haven't heard before. And I blame the fact that, one, I have not finished a book that I have started in quite some time. And two, I need to skill up. And when I recognized that I have a business, I am a technical person, I have a technical degree, and I work in an environment where I am called to speak, present, and even on my LinkedIn profile, the first description is keynote speaker. I am able to stand in front of strangers and inspire various ages. But when I record this here video and I listen to myself, I'm like, I'm not sure this is the best advertisement of my skills. And I'm okay with that because one of the things that I love is learning. So what I want to impart tonight is, what skills do you need to be more present, more available, more purposeful, more influential, more game-changing activities, and what movements are waiting for you and the skills that you need to acquire. I'm not sure what everybody else does out there in the wild, wild world. If you have a career, if you are an entrepreneur, you clearly have knowledge, you clearly have services, or you're able to procure, you're able to use your experiences to meet the needs of a variety of people, and therefore they seek you out for your knowledge. I aspire to be one of those people, and I'm just going to say it. I am one of those people. I have worked in industry and public and private sector for 20 plus years. I've got a gaggle of knowledge that I share in the business that I have called Feet Planted LLC, not associated with this channel. And on this particular channel, I wanted my focus to be more about life things. And so I live life every day. And yet I recognize that there are skills that I need. So I'm going to put the question to you. What skills do you need? Thing two, how do you go about identifying what those are? I think that depending on where you're going to use said skills may vary with the answer to that question. For me, I endeavor to be more clear when I'm speaking, and that takes practice. The opportunities that I honed during COVID, when I was asked to speak pretty much every other week in front of some audience and some organization because of the job that I had, I was learning and skilling up every single day. And I would impart and package what I was learning to the various audiences that I was asked to speak to. So that's one thing. And then I decided, hey, I actually want to prepare the next generation to be not just savvy, to have longevity in their jobs, but I want to get people closer to their skills and God-given gifts. I want to help people unlock that. And lo and behold, tonight I was just like, girl, what you unlocking for yourself? What kind of skills do you need to take into 2026? So that's the question. What skills are you taking into 2026? That's a different question than what I posed before, but I'm going to say it because I like that. And then the other question is, what skills do you need? And when I say skills, I'm not just talking about a certification, a coaching license. I'm not talking necessarily about teaching yourself algorithms and how to use AI, even though those are cool things. I'm talking about, what books do you need to read? What things do you need to do? What people do you need to be around that are going to level you up in ways that matter as we walk into another year? To me, that's an important question because we all have an expiration date. And right now, we're all living in the dash. We're all living in the dash. There'll come a time when there'll be a number there and a date. And I just don't think we need to waste time. I do think we need to redeem the time. And in the video that I recorded that you won't see earlier, I acknowledged that the last quarter of this year has been challenging. It's just been unprecedented. Some things that I have not experienced. And so it has caused me to pause. And I like the pause. And I'm not rushing myself. I am not spending hours looking at, what goals. I thought about doing a vision board, and I still am. A girlfriend of mine and I, she's never done one, and I've done one, and I want to do it with her because I really learn a lot from her and her friendship. She's an amazing brain, and because she hasn't done one, I think it would be good to have that experience with her. But my point is, those are some of the examples for me that I am thinking about, and I'm curious as to what yours are. So I'm not sure what you were able to glean from this video other than reading is fundamental. It's important to take a departure from your day-to-day, whether you're reading to gain information or you're reading for fun or leisure. I believe that we all need to be in a book in 2026. There is a book, the Bible, that I will be in more. because that's going to allow me to align my activity, my time with where God is directing me. I have a pastor, I'm very thankful for him. I have friends who are also aligned with that thinking. And while they may worship at different churches, we're all seeking that kind of direction. And so we pull it all together and then we march forward. And so, how are you doing it? I would love to know. I am going to conclude the video for tonight because I've got some things that I need to do, but the one thing on my list is I want to get into that book before my tribe comes back, and I'm going to find a quiet place and I'm just going to lean back and open that bookmark and just read with expectation of learning some new words and being enlightened in a way that is going to please God, spiritually edify me, and then allow me to bear more fruit. So please like and subscribe to this video if I said anything that has helped you or at least made you smile. And I'm going to not use the algorithm again. I believe on this side, I'm going to share a video about the book that I'm going to be getting into. So thank you for joining me and have a wonderful evening till we meet again. Bye.